Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest wrestling podcast of all time. It is Before the Bell. It's your man, Main Event CT. I am joined by our flagship leader, a.k.a. Burns, better known as Chris Burns, but everybody should be calling him the man of the hour. How are you, good brother?
I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm here, the Dark Attack, the Rogue Horseman, whatever the people in wrestling.
Did you say the Dark Attack?
That's right. That's right. That was my name on the Store Horseman podcast.
The Dark Attack?
That's right. That's right. And I
Suck it. Yeah.
my mouth is open, dog.
Suck it. I had no idea.
Did you know that?
I'm a masked man. And I'm an ass man.
The way the lips sort of perfectly situate.
That's right.
It is really.
It's right in this area.
It just
right in the area.
It's right in this area.
What is this today?
Well, today I'm none other than the black ass Marty Gunn.
The black ass. All right.
Yeah. We're talking all asses today, baby. And if you ain't down with that, Before the Bell's got 2 words for you. Suck it.
I picked a heck of an episode since we're talking
buddy.
asses all throughout, apparently.
Heck, we're going to be yellow on this one. I can promise you that. Just off the opening monologue. This is a great character choice, man. This is all right.
Thank you.
Mark said he didn't notice when I was like, oh, this is about to be abstract.
Yeah. Abstract.
Abstract. This guy knows.
Yo, that's literally... He's trying to scissor.
No. He don't not be scissoring daddy black ass.
Bro, when did you get the shorts?
I've had them for a little bit. It just was a matter of when,
Okay.
When the bust is fit out.
You were busting out. That's for sure. That's for certain. You know what I mean?
Out of control with the busting out. Here's the thing, man. Appreciate everybody in the chat so far.
Hi.
Oz the Alchemist, what up? Beans, what's cracking? Queenie, the Beans, King Mike Hall, Freddie Velasquez. Appreciate you guys. Man, that's such an aggressive question. No to the answer for the Beans. Yeah. No hearts, no love. I hate you, Mark, so much. That chair looks way bigger than with Chris in it.
I never knew how large this love seat was. And I gotta be honest, it's like, I mean, you know what I mean?
You got some space.
It is spacious.
That's a 2-people seat.
That's right. It is sunken in.
For spacious guys, right
yeah,
there.
It is. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like I could lay vertically across this with no problem.
Or I should have said for spacious thighs.
That's right.
Yeah,
for
that'd have been more.
spacious thighs. 100%.
That could be the name of this episode right there.
Yeah.
For spacious thighs.
Right. I've never man-spreaded in such a way.
You could just
I could please keep your leg down. Lord have mercy.
March of the World Cup. L Boogie's in the building. BRD.
You said it should have worked out.
James Ace Rivera, what up? As you guys are commenting, we appreciate it. We appreciate all the love. We appreciate all the shares, all the comments from last episode as well. Had a great time. It is time to get into it, man.
Yeah.
Let's go in order. First and foremost, Tiffany Stratton out of control, man.
Oh, brother.
Oh.
Okay. This has come my way.
Uh-huh.
I'm confused by it.
Okay.
What's happening? Because it's like some people are like, oh, it happened live. And they're like, no, it was edited.
Right.
And she posted it.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. So what happened exactly?
So I guess at a live event, there was some tag match and Tiffany Stratton, the cameras had it set up to where she was knocking Jade Cargill off of the apron.
Okay.
So then Tiffany put that on her Instagram story, but used the audio of a reality show where someone said, that Black B. And,
right.
But here's the thing. The first time I heard it, I was like, I don't know what people are mad at because I didn't hear the black part.
Yeah.
But then the next time around, I was like, oh, okay, now I hear it. I see see how that could be mistaken, but at the same time, like if you're on that level and you know the circumstances of what you're trying to do, you gotta triple check all that stuff.
I heard that black first. I know you heard it the second time.
Yeah. Okay, so I did see that.
Yeah.
I was just it seemed like I didn't know it was something she had officially posted with said audio.
Right.
It seemed like somebody had put that on top of it and was trying to like make it seem like she had put it up.
Yeah, she definitely put that thing up.
I would have said I got
That's
hacked.
crazy.
But here's the thing. So even in this, we were like, oh man, well, she's going to be punished. And then Martin was like, well, if she was going to be punished, they would have punished her already. She wouldn't even be on TV. She'd have been fired. Cut to, we all over the place. Cut to SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
She lost that match.
That's right.
Yeah.
And she was supposed to be, in my opinion, Queen of the Ring.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Who was taking it from Tiff?
So you think that they're going like Triple H, where he was going to win the King of the Ring? And they're like, nah, that curtain call, you thought it was cute? Yeah, you thought it was like, we ain't do it. All right. Interesting. I mean, you don't think like Jade is going to win it?
Well, Jade lost.
Yeah,
she's
disqualified.
She got disqualified. Even though the chair slipped and hit her.
Yeah.
To where she literally bled.
Right.
So
we on script. We gotta remember with the script.
I mean, yeah. I mean, look, you got to face consequences. This is why Regina King went and got Busta Rhymes and Ice Cube and Higher Learning for the exact same sentence. You know what I'm saying? So you have to face consequences. You see that movie?
Give us more on that.
Remember when the white guy called Regina King a black bee on the phone?
Yeah.
And she didn't even hesitate and went and got Ice Cube in them?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. Anytime you add a race on top of something, it goes wrong. To say like the Chinese. If I said the effing Chinese, we'd have it
it'd be
just,
an issue. Yeah,
you know what I mean? It goes to a wrong place.
Wait, but didn't the white dude in that movie, he ends up like shooting up the?
No. Well, that's
Zebrahead.
No. That's Michael Rappaport.
Yeah,
but it's not him who said that.
Okay,
it's another white guy.
All right. Well, I guess there's a lot.
Higher Learning was a deep cut. I was like, let's forget wrestling. Educate me.
Let's talk about Higher Learning for a little while.
Okay,
let's go to the bottom of the ocean like Terrence Howard.
Jay got.
Please tell me that you up on Terrence Howard talking about new mathematics on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
With the perm, bro. This level of Terrence Howard, I didn't think he was going to get.
Man, all I'll say on that is if you want people to take you seriously, don't show up like Ron O'Neal. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Utterly crazy. But anyway, back to the wrestling. Back to the graps.
Also, y'all read some of these comments, man, please, out loud. I want to take these glasses off for a second.
The space is noticeable. Well.
I'm going to take a nap.
Someone said they said a fan made it, which I could see it being a repost, you know.
Why are they roasting my couch? Mark says. We just didn't know how big the space was, man.
Yeah, no, they couldn't have had after that incident. There's no way Bianca could have lost that match. People would have lost their minds.
Would have went horrible.
I think it would have been crazy. But at the same time, now I already had my picks were Tiffy, Nia, and Shayna. So Shayna got eliminated.
Yeah,
Nia's still in it. I don't think they're gonna let Bianca have that. I would love for her to, but it's like she doesn't really need it. And then you look at baby girl from Raw,
Lyra Valkyria,
which is great. She's an NXT push that they're really pushing, and she's fire.
Yeah.
But I was really shocked by that Shayna Baszler loss, bro, because I'm like, they really don't respect her. They're not giving her nothing now.
Yeah. I mean, I think she's taken more of a teacher role. Like, I don't know if you've seen any of her work in NXT right now with her and Lola Vice, but that's the perfect pairing. So Lola Vice, for those who might not be too into an NXT, is like, I think she's Puerto Rican or something like that.
Something like that.
But like her whole thing is like, she knows MMA and she also just has a fat ass. And like, so
I've seen her videos.
Yeah. So she'll like twerk and then kick stuff.
I appreciate her work.
But they work as such a good pairing because Shayna's like, yo, stop dancing and fight. What are you doing? And I think Shayna's doing such a good job in that role, and she's already in her 40s. So they're probably like, hey man, we're just gonna let
Well, it's not over for women in their 40s.
That's
right. I know.
You don't think she's gonna get back? I feel like everyone who was like a Triple H person in NXT got they sort of get back. Like he pushed Finn, he pushed Sami Zayn, he put all his guys from the golden era of the black and gold brand. I feel like Shayna's due for something.
She is. That's what I thought Queen of the Ring was. But it's not. It's
she's
like
the Queen of Spades.
queen. Come on, it's like it writes itself, bro.
The queen of the queen. Yeah,
but yeah, back to you.
But I say Nia Jax. That's been my pick from day one.
Nia Jax has been your number one pick.
Oh yeah, shout out to Charles Kelly. Yeah, I mean, she's positioned as the most dominant force in the division.
Right.
Mm-hmm. However, she never wins anything. She never wins a Royal Rumble.
True.
She never wins a title. She got to have something. Queen Nia, as unlikable as she naturally is, that's going to be incredible.
She's naturally hateable, bro.
That's right. And when we give her a crown,
oh,
come on now.
What if it don't fit her head, too?
But that, it'd be like me in this chair. You know what I mean? Like, just like, not necessarily built for what we doing. You know, I would sit diagonal.
You can.
There we go.
Yeah, so then who do you see Lyra going over Io on the Raw side and it going down to Lyra and Nia at the pay-per-view?
But see, that's what you're supposed to do in tournaments, right? Like, you give people wins that maybe you wouldn't expect them, but it don't really mean much because it was in a tournament. It's not for like a belt or anything like that. And then that can easily start a new feud with her and Damage Control.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of what these things are for, to set things up later.
That's what I felt when I saw Baby Girl just get eliminated. I was like, huh. But this is what I always wanted to see. The semifinals and the finals happen on the same night like they used to. Now it's like just one match on Queen and King of the Ring makes no sense.
Because we would have never got that Austin moment. Exactly. He wrestled 2 times prior to that. You know what I mean? Which really solidified with a busted lip.
Lip. Had to get stitches in between, bro.
Right. Like, or year one when Bret Hart won. You know what I mean? Like, it really reinforced it when you had to wrestle the 3 matches in a night.
Exactly. Now that you're doing the semifinals have already now we get to now this is the semifinals coming up on Raw. And then you got the finals on the actual pay-per-view.
Right.
It's like now you got to fill up the rest of that card. So now what are the other matches? And I'm bored now.
And it just makes it one match. Yeah. Like any other pay-per-view, basically.
Give me the 2 matches.
Right, exactly.
I will say, going in order on Raw, Drew McIntyre is on fire, boy.
Okay, wait. Oh, my bad. Before we do that, I wanted to ask y'all.
Yeah.
Who is the greatest person to hold the crown ever? Who's the greatest king of the ring?
King Booker.
It's
not even close.
Interesting.
King Booker.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I gotta go Owen Hart, man.
King of Hearts, Owen Hart.
Yeah.
All day long and twice on Sunday. No disrespect to the first ever King of the Ring. That would be Bret the Hitman Hart with the 96 very rare championship blue version. Everybody's seen the pink one. No, everybody got this. That's all right. Even though technically he's not the first King of the Ring. I don't know how far back people
Hacksaw
go.
Jim Duggan.
Hacksaw, King Harley Race. A
Haku.
few other people. King Haku.
Isn't he also the first winner of the Royal Rumble? Hacksaw?
Yeah, the first one was a 20-man Rumble too.
Right. Wow. Right. So yeah, shout out to Hacksaw, man.
He's still going.
Yeah.
He is still going.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Owen Hart.
I don't know. I've never met him. I don't know what he said. He could be. If you're out there, Hacksaw, come on the show, man.
He's a lovely man. I've interviewed him before. Piper used to bring him by the Comedy Store back in the day. He's a good man.
I always wanted to meet Piper, bro. And that was prime time real estate. Okay, so to go back for everybody here, Burns, legend at the store. And for years, Piper, all the wrestlers would come through the Comedy Store.
Yes.
And I was like, man, I want to meet Piper. And then he passed. And I'm like, I never got to meet Piper. Then, short dude. And you can't teach that.
Enzo.
Enzo was coming to the store. I never ran into Enzo. Never ran into Enzo.
Oh my God.
I'm an Enzo fan.
I went to Hooters with Enzo like a WrestleMania or 2 WrestleManias ago because he used to manage a Hooters and he was like, you got to get it Daytona style. That's the way. So you tell them they got to do this. They cook it a certain way and that's the best way to get it.
I make a promise to you that next time he's in town, he will be doing before the
perfect.
That is not even. That's not nothing. That's not even nothing.
Let me tell you how great Enzo Amore was in WWE.
Preach.
He admitted, I did not know how to wrestle.
That's right.
And he got pushed to the moon and was delivering. Yeah, they built a division around Enzo Amore, bro.
TV time
they gave him a title.
Yeah.
He beat the king of the cruiserweights.
That's right.
That's how great he was without knowing how to wrestle, putting everybody over. And
They let that man roast the entire division.
That's right.
For the first like 20 minutes of an episode.
He had to gift the gab, man.
And it was entertaining.
And then took everybody's finish at the end of it. Yeah. The 205 Live, that was a special time. Except, I mean, there are elements of it that were ruined, like having them do chin locks. I'm like, how is this supposed to help them?
Yeah.
Let them go fast. That's the point of watching.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, have either of y'all watched WWE Speed yet?
I will not.
You won't.
No.
Okay. So you just abstained from the beginning.
Not doing it.
He's like, they gotta go fast. Let's go fast.
Nah.
Will you no, I won't watch that.
No, I won't watch
3 minutes.
Yeah, you don't got 3 minutes for Ricochet.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Please.
Yeah. We don't have 3 minutes.
You don't have 3 minutes for Ricochet?
Yeah, give Ricochet 3 minutes.
Let me tell you why, bro.
Okay.
This is how I am. I am a one-stop shop kind of guy.
All
Okay.
right.
When I go to the grocery store, if they ain't got what I want, I just ain't gonna get it. Okay.
All right,
if it ain't at the grocery store.
Okay.
I'm not a multiple store guy.
If it ain't Red Vons, it's 2 rounds on the way home. They won't be seeing CT.
I'm not going. Okay.
Right.
WWE Speed makes me leave.
Already this comparison.
This is actually so angry. Like I'm like I'm like thinking of something that's so necessary for the house.
It's
That's all I can think about. Bro, we've been out of laundry detergent for 3 days. Hey, every store I go, it ain't there. And you know my rule.
You know my rule, bro. If I go and you don't have it, that's a different day's trip. I'm not going. Okay? We in this one store. You can go. You can go to any store you want.
That's hilarious.
I'm not getting out. WWE Speed is on Twitter. You can give me 3 minutes on Raw.
Okay.
More eyes. Hella pause. Don't give me the 3. That's why. But also, Ricochet was the rightful person to win the championship.
Well, yeah.
But when you show him with the title on Raw, it's like, I'm not on Twitter, bro. What are you doing?
It's kind of the AEW effect of like, someone else got a championship that I don't know about.
Well, here's my other issue with and really my only issue with the Speed title is like, so Ricochet he lost to Ilya Dragunov. They had an amazing match.
It was
but
great.
Then he was like, I'm frustrated. I'm always losing. I'm like, I just saw you win a tournament on Twitter.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Well, you know, and I was hoping that wasn't going to be the case for this era of WWE. With where it's like, if it's in NXT, it never happened, or whatever else.
Yep.
So now we're seeing that with Speed, which is unfortunate, but also it's a gimmick. You know what I mean? It's like it's a gimmick.
But I give you this. Along with that gimmick, remember the mixed tag team match? The tournament?
The mixed tag team.
That was something that, okay, I'm going to have to leave this app to go see.
Sure.
However, they did the promos on Raw and SmackDown.
Right.
Hey, this is my partner, and we're teaming up. And you're like, I think I want to see this match.
Mixed match challenge.
But mixed match challenge. But when you look at WWE Speed, it's like, hey, did y'all go to Twitter? 3 minutes. Go check it out. You're like, there's no stakes here, bro.
I know, but you be just on Twitter for 3 minutes at a time, right?
You know what's even crazier?
Well, yeah.
Here's what's crazier. When I go to Twitter, it's only to refresh the porn. Oh, what they posted today.
I mean, hey, if you're not on that though, like low key, that's the best place for pornography.
It's crazy.
Twitter.
Freaks are us.
Yeah. You just
Dude, to go on Twitter, here's the thing, man. I wasn't ready because like Instagram, for all intents and purposes, is like PG.
Yeah, that's right.
When you go to Twitter, it's 8 a.m. I'm rubbing dust out my eyes, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, like, oh, damn.
Already? Okay, well.
Did y'all ever see that doo-doo girl on Twitter?
Bro, first of all, never a fan of the word. That is disgusting.
You taking the ass thing too far.
Yeah. You're literally Mr. Ass right now.
I mean, it wasn't intentional. It's like you said. Yeah, because I do that.
You've added it to your mental Rolodex to share with us.
Yeah. Well, how would you? That's something that sticks with you.
I would bet it would.
Like a 2 girls, 1 cup. You don't just forget that happened.
You know what's funny? Until you said that name, I've forgotten about it.
There you go.
And that's dispelling your point.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, guys.
Freaky ass Negro, he is 69.
It's a Twitter title, Beans. I said the same thing as Ricochet said that Mixed Match Challenge was the time. It was. Thank you, James. Thank you, K. Ron. Or is it? I think it's K. Ron. Kieran?
We going with K-Ron. It's a black show.
K-Ron the Beast.
K-Ron the Beast. Yeah, that's definitely K-Ron.
The Beast. Yeah. That's why I'm Team CT. Twitter porn is top tier.
It is though.
Let me tell you something. I'm only following a couple people on Twitter.
Well, there's not the craziness. It would have just introduces it to you and you didn't seek it out.
I didn't seek it out.
It's like, how do they know me this well?
So perfectly.
Yeah.
And now I'll tell you another hack. This is for the this is for the cost efficient brothers out there.
Okay.
Now, when you go on the young lady's Instagram profile and she got that OnlyFans link, no matter what the cost is, see if she got a Twitter page first.
Okay.
That's where the advertisement is.
Damn.
For free.
That's levels.
I'm out here.
That's like a Kendrick Lamar diss song. That's just like levels.
Before the bell, after dark.
There you go.
It's a good time. So when I'm looking at Raw, bro, I'm looking at everything that happened. Big shock. Is Kofi gonna join Final Testament?
Ooh.
Because now, bro, the possibilities are endless. Because Xavier Woods said to him a couple weeks prior when we saw Imperium kind of implode on
Giovanni Vinci,
right?
Yeah.
He was like, I would never do that to you. That's what Xavier Woods said to Kofi. Kofi never said it back.
Right.
See, I don't see Kofi joining Final Testament. I do see him turning heel though. And I think that's something he freshly needs.
He definitely does. The whole New Day, him and Xavier Woods need to be heels. But will they be heels together?
I hope so. Because I know personally they have said that they want to never break up.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, they don't ever want to not be the New Day. And also people forget they started as heels.
Yes.
Yeah.
They got popular.
They started as baby faces, but
no. The praise worship.
Before yes.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
When Xavier approached him in that red suit.
That's right.
He was a heel.
Right. 100%.
Yeah.
And
aren't you tired of this, brothers?
That's right.
Of Rusev beating us every week.
Yo, they abandoned that version of Woods so fast.
Do you know why?
No.
Okay, I'm so glad you said no. So I go to Comic-Con in 2016, 17.
Yeah.
And I say during a panel, because WWE had teamed up with Mattel, and I was like, hey man, how come y'all stopped that version of New Day where you came in Malcolm X style and you were approaching Big E and Kofi?
Right.
And he was like, well, at that time, we were set to go. And then unfortunately, Trayvon Martin happened. And Vince was like, I don't want to showcase that because that could create a whole nother thing. So I want you guys to be, for lack of better words, happy. And that's what it was. And it failed terribly. Then they became heels and then back to faces.
Got it.
He turned them into Kirk Franklin.
Which I hated that version of Big E because Big E was doing his promos like a preacher because I think that's what his father is in real life. But it was like he was just doing all of that. And I'm like, bro, I don't need you to be the stereotypical black monster guy if you don't want to be. But I also don't want to see this Testify version 2 version.
Yeah. But
my bad.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad you brought that up because I actually want to invite you two brothers because I'm going to be doing something in June. I'm going to be doing...
you get baptized. You want us to come?
Will y'all brothers stand with me as I accept the Lord Jesus Christ?
Whenever you start with brothers, I'm like, oh, this is about to be church. Yeah, brothers, I'm actually giving my life to the Lord on June 23rd. Now go ahead.
You standing up there like this?
With a suit, bow tie.
No, in June, for an honor of Juneteenth, I'm gonna be doing a retrospective of Black African diasporans in pro wrestling.
Wow!
So I already got people lined up. Open Mike Eagle, Stat Guy Greg from the GP podcast. Definitely need you two brothers. I'll give you more details as we go on.
Done.
But it's definitely gonna be dope, and there might be some merch drop with it.
Love it.
Yeah.
I got it, man. You know what I've always been interested in?
Huh?
This is so random. I've always wanted your origin story. Like you popped up out of nowhere to not physically be a comedian.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, it's like I can't even think of a great reference right now because I'm in it, but it's like, I want to know the Burns origin story of how you came to be.
The prequel.
Like as far as like comedy and stuff?
I want to know. We don't have time on the show.
Yeah,
We gonna talk about this.
One day we'll do that. But
as this fire burns.
Monday Night Raw.
El Boogie says Chris getting baptized in white women. How dare you? How dare you? Christ is love. Chris coming soon.
Yo, getting baptized on white women is ridiculous, bro.
Honestly, that happened in 2006, though. That's when it started. Yeah.
Baptized in the water of Becky.
Yeah.
Bethlehem.
I walked up the mountains of Caucasus through the glorious town of Bethlehem.
The water.
Oh my God,
Bethlehem.
bro, that's hilarious.
Yo, that's a shirt.
Yeah, the waters of Bethlehem.
Shirt, bro.
Yo.
Sheesh.
Just him getting like freckled breath.
Right.
Freckled breasts.
My communion is what you call it? Why am I tripping? That they put raisins in it.
Oh, potato salad.
Potato salad with raisins in it.
Hey, yo.
Hey, y'all stop that, man.
The blandest food and celebration
100%.
ever.
And shout out to the greatest of white Becky's, Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch.
That we got to hang with.
Friend of the
you
show.
And I, brother.
Love
recently.
Becky has been so cool. Met her originally when she was dating a buddy of mine. And been so nice ever since, man. She got us when we went to the live event over Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
That was dope. And it's like now, and this is the one thing I disagree with. Because Becky I think she was on vacation and they called her back early to do the whole World Heavyweight Champion Battle Royal. I think it should have been somebody else because Becky didn't need it. And she had just had the match at WrestleMania where she lost. So it's like, unless she's going to hold that title till Rhea comes back, you know what I mean?
So then who would you have given the title to?
Right.
Nia, Liv, or even Shayna.
Okay.
Even Shayna, because you can't give it to an NXT call up because they were too fresh. But it had to be somebody that Rhea had not beaten. Even Raquel Rodriguez, unless she's injured.
She's still hurt, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The injury bug is more prevalent than racism in WWE right now, boy.
But don't you go with the ace? Like Becky, for all intents and purposes, is the ace of the women's division, right?
She's the best. So
you kind of, when you don't know where you need to go yet, you just it's the perfect fallback, right?
Yeah. And I think also you have to remember how depleted the Raw main event circuit was at that point.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is hurt.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley's hurt. Right. Dominic Mysterio's
She's
hurt.
The biggest star by all counts,
she
really.
Is.
Yeah.
But so do this. Instead of her having the title right then, like fresh after Mania, which was like 2 weeks after Mania, make the Queen of the Ring tournament that much bigger. It's for the women's world title.
I mean, I was for that. I was definitely for that.
Yeah.
But I still probably would have put it on
Becky.
On Becky, yeah.
So, and Charlotte is out too. Man, everybody's out, bro.
Yeah. Is Charlotte even injured? I feel like she'd just be like, I got 3 matches for y'all, and I'm gonna take 6 months off to be out with Andrade.
She hurt her knee in a match with Asuka, and ironically now Asuka's injured too.
Yeah,
Asuka's Lena Vega, Bobby Lashley all got hurt like in the course of doing this tournament. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So Zelina's hurt. I didn't know that she was hurt. How bad is Bobby's injury?
I mean, he was able to pop up on TV and do a backstage segment, 2 weeks ago or last week? Yeah. So I feel like they would have said, hey, he's going to be gone for a while. But
if it was going to be a big time?
Yeah.
Plus, the whole Becky thing, it gives somebody a big rub.
When they beat her.
When they beat her for this belt whenever Rhea comes back. So it's like they're a much bigger deal because they beat Becky for the belt. Now they match up to Rhea. Because ultimately, the only people on Rhea's level are Becky, Bianca, and Charlotte.
And she's not even on Raw.
You know what I mean?
But, and don't get me wrong, because Becky is the biggest in the company. However, I feel like SmackDown would have needed her more because Bayley's storyline she doesn't even have a storyline. She's just doing a lot of backstage segments and she has nothing to go off of. So it's just like she has this title just like when Io did.
Right.
It's like, is it the curse of the SmackDown Women's Championship for them to not do anything or have any kind of feud going on?
Well, to kind of backtrack, I think one thing. So, like, I feel like they're trying to build towards Liv versus Rhea whenever Rhea pops back up, and you have to have a placeholder feud. And they're doing at least a lot of good work with Becky and Liv, especially with the backstage stuff and like having that slow turn of Liv be heel, instead of her just being like, I'm automatically bad because of
Also, what's she doing with Dominic, bro?
Oh man,
she came out the back room with him a couple times.
What's going on with Dom?
That's what they show.
Subtle, bro.
Dom got to have a mommy.
He got to.
Can't live without it.
You know what's crazy? That they'd be smashing like in the middle of the show. Like y'all,
yeah.
Y'all didn't want to wait.
Is like y'all disgusting,
they
bro.
Wild,
you know what
bro.
I mean? Y'all just like can't get enough of it, huh?
You know there are cameras here.
That's what I'm saying. 100%.
You're buying an interview right now. Is she still with Bo Dallas? Are they together?
Allegedly.
In real life?
Yeah, I think you're.
Live in Bo Dallas?
Yeah. They had like a farm together. Yeah.
I
didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
So that, and it's like I just saw her on the Funny Marco podcast. It's like, what's up, Liv? I didn't even know you could do stuff like this as a WWE superstar.
It's a new day. Yes, it is. There's a lot of different outreaches happening with WWE superstars because of the new regime. You know what I mean? They see the value of the social imprint for a lot of things. I mean, we just did the Sami Zayn live at Netflix as a joke.
Yeah. Incredible show.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
And we had Kayla Braxton.
We had Kayla Braxton at Late for Work for the Netflix as a Joke Festival. So there's a lot of different things that they're allowing people to do, which I think, it benefits the company in the long run. And that's got to be a Nick Khan thing, like having been a CAA agent. He sees like the greater value of not being so insular to what you're doing wrestling wise. You
Makes
know what
sense.
I mean?
Yeah.
When I look at Monday Night Raw, I'm thinking about Monday Night Raw, because when he said that, let me tell you something, boy. Jey Uso. Jey Uso as a number 1 draft pick and as one of the only people who's not injured on Raw. They are showcasing him to the best of their ability. What does he need now? Because the question has been, is Yeet holding him back? Because he was a stronger character when he was on SmackDown with the Bloodline. I disagree. I feel like anything that you got with merch and you got the crowd with you, and they flashing lights, you got the fireflies in the audience doing this with you, I feel like it's always a great look. But at the same time, Jay is only going to be as good as his feuds.
Right, truly.
And I don't think he's going to beat Gunther. But that's just separately.
Yeah, no, I think Gunther, and here's the beauty of the King of the Ring tournament also. Orton Gunther will bang. Yeah. I think Tama versus Jay will be fine. I think that'll further elevate the Bloodline Jey Uso storyline a little bit. But I would rather see Orton versus Gunther for King of the Ring and Gunther go over. But
I would have rather had seen, believe it or not, and I know I'm not a Carmelo guy, I would have rather seen Carmelo versus Gunther, switching the styles. But Randy is Randy. He shouldn't even been in the tournament. He's a king of the ring already.
Yeah. I was surprised they let AJ eat that L so quick. I was like, dang,
for real.
Yeah.
Well, it's like what AJ is winding down. You know what I mean? Like, there's not much left to do there.
When you come back with a new body, it's nothing but stuff to do.
He's wrestled everyone on the lineup, on the roster, basically.
When you look at Cena, every time Cena comes back, love Cena, friend of the show.
Yeah.
That ball spot is getting bigger and it's getting out of control.
100%.
You got the money to get this transplant.
Man. What are we doing?
Now I understand.
You want to go to Turkey?
Right. Come on.
He gotta go to Turkey. He used to have the high fade in the back to cover it.
Absolutely.
But now that hair is in, it's like, come on, Cena. You're making me watch you age, and I don't like it. All right?
Seriously.
Now, AJ, he's still putting that paint in his beard, putting that paint in his hair, because he respects the audience.
That's just for men.
All right?
Yeah.
Come on, man. He deserves at least one more title run. I would say a world title run.
World title.
Really?
World title. So not, okay, you mean world title as in the belt on Raw?
On Raw.
Okay,
yes.
I'm about to say. I was say, everybody relax. Yeah.
I don't want Cody losing that title to anybody that would not benefit massively from it. So I don't see him dropping it to anybody but maybe an LA Knight.
I would say Gunther.
Or Gunther.
Yeah.
But Gunther's on Raw.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like that line in the sand is drawn for at least another year.
Sure.
So if I'm looking at it, who?
The Rock.
Final boss.
To drop it to The Rock?
I think that's what's going to happen.
Really?
Hey, I'll beat your ass, bro.
Well,
what?
The Rock don't need
You're going
it.
to beat Mr. Ass?
All right.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, The Rock was like, y'all gonna give me a belt.
That's what he said.
Y'all ain't gonna have me beat Roman at WrestleMania.
Give me something.
Y'all gonna make a belt for me to walk around with. Something's gonna get draped across the shoulder. Do you understand?
The most pointless title, bro.
No, when he came out at Mania, I was like, this looks so stupid that he got a belt.
Why does he have a belt?
It ain't on the line. Why'd you bring it with you? Yeah. You got it at Hall of Fame ceremony. That's supposed to go up on your shelf, not with you to the ring.
Somebody's wife gave that to him as a gift.
Yeah.
Like, Muhammad Ali.
You brought it to a tag team match.
Me too. I got one.
We got one, guys. Huh? People's champ.
Come on now.
Oh,
that's hilarious.
Beijing King AJ. James Riviera says,
Okay.
Cena should just get that angle special. No, I can't see Cena being bald. That'll look weird.
No.
Yeah, nah.
LA Knight finna get that USA title. Absolutely. When I saw the square up with him and Logan.
Yeah.
That's a future move.
That's SummerSlam.
Place they're going, yeah.
Which is crazy because SummerSlam's in Cleveland. So I wonder how will Cleveland react to LA Knight beating Cleveland's son in Logan Paul?
Well, Logan, I mean, the Paul brothers might be the exception where they actually get booed in their hometown.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they might just be... It's so natural at garnering heat that even like hometown lines won't matter. It won't be a CM Punk, Bret Hart situation.
K-Ron the Beast moves. Jey Uso needs a couple more moves. I agree.
Yeah.
But that only comes with more matches and long profile matches for you to find out, let me try this, let me try that. Now, if he doesn't try something, then it's going to turn into another WrestleMania 40 match with him and his brother.
He's got to bring back that Tequila Sunrise he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they have to commit on what do they really want Jay as a solo wrestler, or is this all a prelude to him reuniting with Jay to fight the New Blood? You know what I mean?
I feel like he's a single star now. You can't put that bottle. You can't put the top back on that bottle.
But you don't think they're gonna reunite to fight against the
Yeah, they're gonna reunite.
Yeah.
But they're not gonna be a crew anymore. Jay's way past that now.
Okay.
When you come out, he's literally main event Jey Uso.
Sure.
When he's coming out and the crowd is going that crazy with the fireflies and everybody's doing this.
Let me ask you.
Yeah.
Really see him with the world title in his hand?
World title.
You really see it?
World title.
I could see IC title.
Yeah.
Or even I think if Nia wins Queen of the Ring, I could see Jey Uso being King of the Ring and that being like his new kind of swag of I'm King Jay or whatever.
King Jay.
It's a better move for Gunther to win.
It is, but
he gets screwed. Jay's gonna get screwed by at least somebody in the bloodline, and maybe that's what'll help him screw Tama out of it.
Yeah.
Bam.
What is going on with Tama's Beavis laugh? Yeah. Please, let's not make that a thing.
It's a thing, bro.
No. Let's let that be a one-time memeable offense.
Memeable.
And let's not revisit that. No. We don't need that. We don't need that. We're supposed to take the GOD seriously in WWE. That's
the funny thing is he's spoken before. That's what's wild about it.
We know you can talk.
Yeah, don't butch him. You know what I'm saying? Like what? We forgot English.
That was a random choice, bro.
Yeah.
This new bloodline, I got love for Tangaloa.
Yeah.
He hasn't really said anything, but I like his presence. You can tell he's been to the dance
before.
Great
Swerve, by the way.
Oh,
everyone's expecting
Jacob,
and boy, oh boy, that was great.
I feel like the new bloodline, Solo, there's no easy way to say this, man. Solo been looking real sloppy with these outfits, man.
I mean,
and when you
he just started wearing shoes, brother. It's hard to put it all together when you ain't never had no hard soles on the bottom of your feet before. You know what I mean? You don't know nothing about tailoring. You know what I'm saying?
He goes to the store. He's like, "Yeah, some fingerless gloves would go hard with this
right
suit."
100%.
It's just so, and I'm saying this. I've said this as a chubby brother, man. You got to put these outfits together, boy.
It's important.
And the way that the fabric sits on you is important. So when you got your, for lack of better words, you got your lackeys, you got your henchmen dressing and their clothes are fitting better than yours.
That's right.
You got to make a decision. Either you're going to go full Rikishi or you're going to get your ass in that gym and do something about that body.
No, okay. Do you mean full Rikishi in the form of like wearing, was it fat wear? When he had the leather.
Oh my God.
The leather pant jacket.
Make a difference. Fatu?
Yeah.
Fatu wear.
Yeah. Or do you mean he should just gain a bunch of weight and have his ass hanging out?
I think he's already gaining that weight. That's number one. Yeah. I'm telling him he's at a point now, he can reverse this and go back to how he was when he was flying NXT. Short sets, he came out with swag. He's the street champ.
Yeah.
Now it feels like he's doing a straight up mafia, but the clothes, he's the worst dressed out of the three, and he's standing out because he's the leader. I just want the best
like
for him.
The Weeknd with the red jacket.
Faces. CT always body shaming. First Shinsuke. No, man. You know what I'm saying too, bro.
Yeah.
He's been on 2K24 too long. Create a solo player. Oh, I can see what you're saying with that.
Yeah. See, here, I would say I would start putting Solo in like turtlenecks and chains.
Like the Rock in 96?
In a fanny pack?
Yeah, no fanny pack. Though.
Okay.
Just a turtleneck and a chain.
I see it.
Black pants, yeah.
Do you think, so are we to assume that this is the Rock pulling the strings? Or is he because he keeps saying the tribal chief, you know what I mean? But he can't be talking about Roman.
No.
Right? So that's what it is.
I like that.
Yeah, it's God, Jacob, and The Rock versus the Usos, Roman, and now I heard that Sammy might be the fourth.
Sammy's a good pick.
Yeah.
To rejoin the original bloodline, to fight the new blood.
I'd love that.
Yeah. Be lit.
Or you put Paul Heyman in there.
To wrestle?
Yeah, man. I want to see what happens, bro. He's done it before.
I see Cody, Sammy. Here's the big one. Maybe that's when Seth comes back.
Interesting.
We're talking about Survivor Series. Seth got to be ready by then.
Yeah. But where does that leave Roman?
Yeah, it's going to be, we're talking about Solo's bloodline, which consists of him, Tongaloa, Tama.
That's why I just say God. It's just Samoan names to be saying. Yeah.
You got the three of them. And then you got, we'll add The Rock just to be safe.
Okay.
Then you got Roman, the Usos, and then you have Jacob.
Yeah.
So that's 4 on 4.
Wait, so you're putting Jacob on the babyface team?
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Why wouldn't they have debuted him yet? They already said they don't want to take the shine away from Solo. No matter what, it's going to take the shine away because Jacob. I don't think it's going to take shine away because not a lot of people know Jacob. But yeah.
See, here's why I disagree. I think Jacob works better as a heel because he's so psychotic.
Okay,
right.
Both in and out of the ring.
That's wild.
Yeah, I mean, but his promo style is very like frenetic. Yeah. Like he looks scary. Like that's a scary looking dude. Right. And the fact that he's 31, I was like, man, this brother's lived some lives.
He's only 31.
Yes,
I thought he was about 43.
Nah, man, prison.
Right. I
he was in
prison age. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's what. So the way his career got started, he was in prison, and he saw the I forgot, it was like robbery or something, right?
Something like that.
It was some sort of charge. It don't matter. We weren't there. But he was in prison. He saw the Usos wrestling, and that's what inspired him to change his life around. And when he got out, he started wrestling, and then he just blew up on the indie scene.
You just wrote the story. That's why he's going to be face first. And then maybe he turns on them, and that's when he'll enjoy Solo's bloodline. But if he started wrestling because he saw the Usos, why wouldn't he come to their defense first? The problem is Jimmy ain't been on TV in a month, and that's crazy. I love Jimmy.
Yeah. He's injured.
Well,
he's injured?
Yeah.
Oh.
They got everybody.
Bug is crazy right now.
Yeah.
And AEW, honestly.
Yeah.
Everybody's hurt.
Eddie Kingston just broke his leg.
Yeah.
But that was a stupid spot. But it happens.
I don't advise anyone, if you have a big pay-per-view match coming up, to wrestle in New Japan. They go full blast in New Japan. You know what I'm saying? You can't, like, the AEW needs to learn something about, like, film insurance. You know what I'm saying? Like, the reason Rock and them can't wrestle all the time because they have stuff coming up. You know what I mean? Yeah, go overseas where they punching each other full blast in the face and dropping each other on their head as a sign of respect. No, not before pay-per-view.
At WrestleMania 40, he got injured. Thanks, just loyalty. Yeah, I felt like looking at the spot that both the Usos did on night 2, I felt like Jay would have been injured because the way he landed off that stage compared to Jimmy.
Ultimately, we all were injured having witnessed that horrible ass match.
Was it Jimmy who we saw limping backstage?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, so that's what we know.
Let me see.
But here's the other thing,
Mr. T.
Because a lot of people, when we talked a little bit about Jey Uso's style and the way he works, you have to also remember they wrestle 4 times a week,
right?
As opposed to like AEW might be once or twice a week. So for Jey Uso, for Cody Rhodes, a lot of these guys to keep up with that work rate, especially on TV and especially on pay-per-view, they have to have like a lighter style that keeps it safe for their bodies.
Yeah. Right. But my thing with house shows is like, get you a main event, an IC title, main event, and let, Angel Hernandezes of the world fill out the card. You know what I mean? And all that. You don't got to have Solo Sikoa wrestling. You know what I mean? People like that wrestling. That's crazy.
You don't need your stars doing all the live shows.
No.
They could be there, but they don't need to wrestle.
The facts.
They could literally interfere or something like that. LA Knight sunned Carmelo.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I loved every second of it, bro. That potential feud could, number one, keep him busy till SummerSlam and elevate Carmelo.
Yep.
And that's what's important.
Yeah, because LA Knight, it's like LA Knight's timing is unfortunate.
Yes.
His popularity is inconvenient to all plans that the WWE has.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And because you can't put one of the world titles on him right now. You just can't.
No.
I was shocked they kept him on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Me too. I thought he was on a Raw, bro.
He should have definitely been moved to Raw.
Because he could be feuding with
Priest?
Gay Undertaker. Priest. Yeah, Damian Priest. That could be a world title feud that I could get behind. But having him in the mix where the bloodline is, where Cody is, where it's just too much.
It's a lot of show.
Yeah.
But then again, at the same time, on SmackDown, I'm not getting enough Cody. Like, it feels like Raw felt more like Cody's show than SmackDown does.
I agree.
Because we know SmackDown is Roman's show.
Right.
Even him not being there, you're like, this is still Roman's show.
Right.
But Raw was up for the taking.
Sure.
And Cody made that impact more on Raw than he ever was on SmackDown. So now, even when AJ Styles had the title and when he was feuding with John Cena, it still felt like the house that AJ Styles built.
Right.
Because he made it his own. This doesn't feel like SmackDown is Cody's home yet. And I don't know what could happen for it to be.
Nick Aldis turning heel and being like his foil.
Woo!
You go Austin McMahon with all this Rhodes?
Gotta do it.
Interesting.
Got it. But we thought that was going to happen last year between Roman and Aldis. But Aldis still hasn't been in the ring.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do we even get him to become a heel manager?
I think he has to build, and I don't think it even needs to be like, oh, it's Nick Aldis with the bloodline. Just let Nick Aldis build a group of people to kind of just terrorize Cody, right? And we need to have that next moment of like Nick Aldis being the person cradling Cody as he's bleeding or whatever. You build this dude as we've seen what he did in NWA. His stuff in Impact was whatever, but like the Nick Aldis from NWA was such a epic heel.
Yeah.
And we don't get to see that. We're not seeing that right now in WWE, but I think he's still built. He's still strong.
Yoked.
Yeah. So you have that potential, especially.
He's not even, when you look at Nick Aldis, he's too big to wear suits. Like, man, come on, man. This dude got to do something physical at some point. Like, we were hoping when we saw The Rock come back, he would be Vince 2.0 as far as being like, I'm the boss and I'm about to beat y'all up. Nick Aldis can be that for SmackDown, but something has to be pulled now. And it seems like it was gearing towards that when he was talking to Logan Paul, but obviously nothing happened. But the problem is nobody knows Nick Aldis as an audience. You got to show the audience who he is with more him talking to the crowd segments instead of just backstage like Pierce.
Sure.
So let me ask you guys this. If you were to build a Nick Aldis SmackDown corporation, you can use SmackDown people, or if you want to bring somebody up from NXT, who would you have in that faction?
Baron Corbin is a face right now, but if we're talking about heels,
and if you need to turn Baron Corbin heel, I think if anybody could flip flop.
Right. Well, is Braun on SmackDown?
Braun is on
They
Raw.
moved him to Raw.
Being not utilized.
Which is kind of now his gimmick is he's like mad at Adam Pearce.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy? Adam Pearce was also an NWA champion.
Yeah.
They've never bring that up either.
No.
Interesting.
You know who I always thought he was? Whenever I looked at Adam Pearce, I thought he was that white bald dude from porn.
Nope.
I was like,
the one of
they hired
1,000?
You know the
guy. I know the guy?
Naughty America.
Johnny Sins?
Wow.
Is
Don't
that
know
his
name.
Like Johnny Sins, or is it the dude who's always
you in it now,
the dude
boy.
who's always what? Yeah.
No, the guy.
You hit him with the drink. Nah. You gotta
the guy. The guy from Florida who's always.
You know where he's from?
That's crazy.
Man, what is going? Yo. Yo!
You know where he's from?
Yeah. There's a porno IMDb somewhere that you study?
First of all, let me tell you something. There definitely is.
Oh,
but
no.
oh my God. I learned so much about people. I was like, how about
Martin
that?
is telling on himself, bro.
I'm from Florida.
You say he's from Florida? He's an Aquarius? He
plays a doctor, a lawyer.
He loves playing pickleball. And not the kind you think. And the part of the crying black man on this podcast will be played by Martin Morrow.
No, it's because the Brazzers is set in Florida, so
yeah, I did not know that
either.
So a lot of those companies are in Florida, so he's always with like the Florida girls and stuff. So
that's
why.
You know how good the poor got to be for you to get done with yourself and then be like, let me look up some more about this company.
Yeah.
They got some good YouTube.
This is over. It's over, dog. You know what I mean? You don't have the post shade.
J Mac, yeah.
Oh my God.
Randy Constance. That guy knows. Yeah, J Mac.
My cousin J Mac.
Wait, is that really your cousin, Randy Constance?
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Oh, that's crazy. My man said, guess who computer has viruses?
Yeah. Big facts.
Mr. T.O., hey man, let me tell you something, boy. After you get done with that porn and you go back to it the next day, you're like, what was I thinking?
Oh, no. It's immediately after for me. I grew up Catholic, bro. I'm
Are
done.
You serious?
As soon as it's done, I'm like, all right, bro, I gotta get my life together. I gotta get it together.
You just delete all of Google Chrome.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I'll be on those private. Randy Orton lit that mic up at the end of SmackDown. There was so much spit on that microphone, bro.
God,
I was like, Randy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Randy.
Quite moist.
Also, for those asking, Camille ended up signing with AEW instead. Camille Kane, who was like the Nick Aldis's bodyguard in NWA. Yeah.
Oh.
She should have gone to WWE though. I think they would have utilized her better because she apparently has been signed since February, and then I think someone made a post like, oh yeah, she got signed in February, and then they're like, oh yeah, I guess we got to use her or do something. So,
I don't care about nothing in AEW, but Toni Storm. That's all
fair.
I care about. Timeless Toni Storm is great. That promo she cut about you're gonna end up like everyone else in Vegas, knocked out with an ass in your face, wondering what happened to your dignity. That was just like, I mean, she always does something like that every promo. She's just the best, man. They got to get her back.
Yeah,
especially in this character, like they got to get her back.
Well, what do you think of them? Everyone's saying about Ricky. I guess Ricky Starks' contract comes up in June.
Ricky Starks.
So he was remember the guy you sent me the promo where he was making fun of Edge?
Oh, that guy.
The bug eyes? Yeah.
He's definitely got bug eyes. He looks like if The Rock had a white mother and he never hit the gym.
Hilarious. I was going to say Ozempic Rock. But
Ozempic
Rock? Exactly right, though. Exactly right.
Bug eyes.
He got to go to NXT, though.
Yeah.
He can't go to main roster.
Yeah.
Not yet. He'd be lit on NXT too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He'd shine.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him versus Trick.
Oh, that'd be lit.
Yeah. Trick Williams, how long do you think he's going to...
Someone asked us what we thought of Trick's title reign so far.
You need time. Ilya was champion for what, like a year and a half?
Something like that.
2 years, maybe?
No, like a year.
You need that time to grow, bro. Like Trick is still figuring himself out as a performer. I feel like that's the unfortunate thing about the Street Profits getting called up so fast and being there during the pandemic,
right?
Is they didn't get a chance to fully be seen separately before they were a tag team, and then fully, like, they achieved a lot as a tag team now.
Yeah.
But Trick Williams is, I guarantee, what they wanted Montez to be. But Montez is so great, they're just not giving him a chance. And Angelo Dawkins, bro. Angelo Dawkins showed in the ring how great he is, but they're not giving them the time to really sink their teeth into something. They're taking a lot of L's, bro, and it's so much so that both of them are posted about it. I'm like, I know.
Yeah. You gotta have this. I say this all the time. Anytime you set up a chase storyline, you have to be ready with what the story is next. I think that's kind of where we are with Cody right now, too. Honestly, he's not in a great story as champion. He's
not in any story.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just fighting Logan Paul because Logan Paul.
Like, he's just
random
who's
competitor.
My next challenger? Who's my next challenger? It's like you gotta keep the story going. That's why Austin's win at 14 never lost momentum. He beat Shawn, and you go right into the McMahon the heart of the McMahon feud. You know what I'm saying? It's like every time that happens, and every time the greatness happens, that they had something ready. Yeah. But recently with champions, it's like the chase is the story. They win the belt, and then it's like
the McMahon story was the greatest story ever until it wasn't. That lasted about 4 or 5 years. It stopped when he joined forces with McMahon, and that's when the lull happened.
Sure.
But I completely agree with everything that you said. Cody does not have a story right now. We got so invested in the storyline between him and Roman Reigns chasing the title because it was about Dusty and it was about him leaving WWE, creating AEW. What could be the story now if you had the dream book?
See,
something I was going to say is, so on SmackDown, they had Logan Paul be like, "Oh, I actually drafted up a different contract, so the U.S. title isn't on the line." That should have been Nick Aldis to do that. That would have been how you built that up. Oh, Cody, I didn't say that you could fight for the United States Championship.
That's Australia.
That was straight up.
He's British.
Oh, so. That was British?
Yeah.
Okay.
That didn't sound... Cody.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Cody, what do you can't fight for the United States Championship.
Okay, now I heard it a little bit.
Now here's the
there.
thing.
Yeah.
He changed it.
He did. I wasn't saying. I heard it that time because you did it different.
He changed it.
Yeah.
Hey,
You went, okay.
It's all about adapting on the fly.
You were Kano at first.
Yeah.
Now,
you were absolutely right.
That was Kano.
Absolutely right.
But the second one, you got to do it.
Absolutely. You went cultaholic just right now. yeah. Out of breath.
I would love to see, because that was a big accident that I think they made. They're like, yeah, it's going to be for both. And I was like, they just walked it back on air like, oh, this doesn't make sense because we got to create a different finish. Now, if I'm dream booking Cody's next story that's going to be massive, nobody on the roster can give it to him because he's supposed to be done with Roman Reigns and waiting for The Rock.
I was about to say, yeah, he was very literal when he said finish the story.
Yeah.
Because that thing is done and nothing next. But the story I wanted to tell that I don't know how you would do it right now because obviously there's so much other stuff to get to.
Yeah.
Him and Punk. And this is why. Cody lost very early in his AEW career the right to challenge for the AEW title. He didn't win it, so the clause was he could never challenge for it.
Okay.
CM Punk never lost the AEW World Championship. Technically, he is still the AEW champion. You never could challenge for it. I currently am said champion. That's all built in, and let them do the rest on the microphone.
I'm not angry at that, but again, we got another problem. Raw and SmackDown.
And Drew McIntyre and just so many other things that Punk has to get to. And it looks like Punk's is starting to pop out on the AJ Randy train a little bit. Because I'd be mad at him. They showed up all cut up and crazy. He still got the dad bod. I was like, and I'm not body shaming. I'm not joining the CT train. I'm not Nakamura in CM Punk. But I'm like, new company, new you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He's got this is what I always get upset about, especially looking at people like CM Punk. You look at Martin. Y'all have these perfect frames to throw muscle on. And Punk will not do it.
Absolutely right.
Bro, if he just did it for a month, if he just curled and push-upped and pulled up, he would be the man in a month, bro.
It keeps us humble, though.
Well, I got a controversial take on it all. I think pro wrestlers should be able to do steroids. I said it. Okay, they aren't professional, competitive athletes. They're not. They're performance enhancing drugs to not compete for anything. Actors do it all the time. You think The Rock just is the size of a refrigerator, just all at his damn near 60 years of age naturally?
I thought
what are you talking about?
That's what broke my heart.
No,
you remember Hydroxycut?
Yeah, I do remember.
I remember Triple H was doing Hydroxycut. I was like 12. I'm like, I want to buy some Hydroxycut so I can be like Triple H. And then I found out that these were drugs. I'm like, I thought it was like natural.
No, they gas to the gills. Let them be.
Yep. But like you said, it's performance enhancing drugs and they're performers.
That's what I'm saying.
Let them perform.
Right. Yep. It's not a competition. It's not giving them an edge physically in a contest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if it could make CM Punk look like, you know what I mean?
But he's
drug free.
He's straight edge.
I know, but
yeah.
But does that, you know what I'm saying?
There is a guy.
You don't take medicine.
There is a guy. I won't say his name on air. But I remember he's a wrestler for one of the major companies, and he said, "Yeah, I'm actually straight edge, well, except for steroids." But I was like,
wild.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think that's how that works.
That's the epitome.
He's like, he's giant, so I'm like, okay, I guess I believe you, bro.
100%.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to wrap this up. Let me shout out you guys: Jason Gilliam, King Mike Hall, JP runs this, Eastside Reviews, the Beans. I want to say No Hearts. I think that's almost everybody that I can see right now. Randy Constance, Michael James, and L Boogie. Thank you guys so much for commenting. We appreciate everybody. Is Super Chat? No, not yet.
Not yet.
Super Chat will be on soon, guys, and we definitely want you guys to be able to support the channel that way.
Absolutely.
My guy, Burns, thank you so much for coming through today, man.
Oh, yeah, of course.
What do you want to tell the people? How can they find you? What you got coming up?
Chris_please on all things social media. Go to Sami Zayn's page to look at the highlights from the forever feud between him and Johnny Knoxville, which erupted at our show. More to come. For sure.
Yeah. My guy, Martin Morrow. Mid-card Morrow. What's coming up?
Yeah, black ass Marty Gunn right here. Hey, I'm doing shows all across LA this month. Also, give me a follow on the gram, on TikTok, at Martin M. Morrow, spelled like tomorrow. And I'm going to be performing in Albania in June.
What?
Yeah.
Tell us more.
I mean, that's all I know so far.
Albania.
Yeah.
I thought that was a cartoon place. I didn't know it was.
He's big in Balkan countries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's where my career is.
Hey, Albania, bro. That's where they send people. Like, if you had a 9-to-5 job, that's where they send you when they're punishing you. You're going to be in Albania messing with me. You're like, oh, he's really going to Albania.
You got to eat some gruel.
Who said tribal cheeks? How did I miss that?
Who said it? No Hearts. You're out of control, tribal cheek. Also, where's Eastside?
I missed the original comment. I'm sad I did. Oh no, tribal cheeks, Nikita Lyons.
NXT ladies can get it. Lola Vice, Lash, Jakara, Thea Hale, Jada Parker, Saul Ruka. Is it Ruka?
Yeah. Ruka, yeah.
And the Tribal Chiefs, Nikita Lyons. Man, that's brilliant.
Absolutely.
If you are in the LA area, first of all, just celebrated my birthday, May 9th, had the anniversary, May 14th, 10 years. And the 25th of this month, we are doing a CT Singing Showcase. It's going to be amazing. There are only about 18 tickets left. So if you would like to be a part of it, be part of it. It's going to be crazy. And, I think that's it for us. We're about to do the after show. So if you guys would like to continue the conversation, come on over to the patreon.com/Before the Bell podcast and come get active. We appreciate all the patrons and all of the comments. If you guys have questions that you want to ask on another episode, if you have questions for potential guests that we are going to have, you can always ask those at Patreon and we will answer them live on the show. B-Swole made he created us on Before the Bell for WWE 2K Community Creations. He created all three of us.
Nice.
And we're so honored. We've been trying to say thank you for 3 weeks, but we have been so busy with the conversation. Be swole. Thank you for support. And thank you for everybody who reaches out to us, offering to do stuff for us because it helps take a lot off of our plate. We're so grateful and appreciative. We are about to do the after show. You can cut us, Mark, so we can get straight to it.